Welcome once again to this YouTube channel. Today we are gonna look at tables in Google Sheets. We do have tables in Excel, and I believe you should be knowing how to do that. But there's also a feature that has been introduced in Google Sheets. It is not as good as what is in Excel, but it can still be used. So let's see. This data here is now in a range format, and we want to turn it into a table format. And what are the advantages of turning it to a table? All that we shall be looking at it. Let's jump into it. Now, to convert this into a table, we go under Format, and you'll see a new feature here called Convert to Table. Let's click on that and see what happens. There you go. It says the table headers have been frozen to easily navigate your data. Wonderful. So when I go down, my table headers are not moving. That's the information it is giving me. And you can see that it has changed the format of my data. Now it is in a table format. The table is called table 1. You can rename it by clicking there and say sales data like so. And then we can go through these different columns. When you click on the date column, you see the different options that are there. You can edit the column type. So currently here it is showing me it is 9, but this is a date, so I can edit this and put a date or date time or time. So depending on what you want. So here you can see it has converted it into a date. And change this to it's not salesman. This is a text. So I click on text. You can see it expands there. This is text also, like so. Then when I come to my numbers here, edit column type, it can be a number. I have optional percentage currency. By default, it gives you dollar amounts. So this is how this first option works. The second option is here. We have sort column. If you want to sort your column, instead of highlighting your data, then trying to look for sorting here, but if it is in a table format, all you have to do is click on the column you want to sort by. So you're saying sort A to Z. So there you go. If I come here and resort, you can see it changes and goes into this format. So one advantage is you can change the data type by simply clicking this here. You can sort the column A to Z, Z to A. Then you can also do some filtering, which is similar to the filter that we always do. You just click on filter, select a name, and say, okay, you'll be filtering the data as usual. The other cool feature that I see here is what we call group by column. So you click on the column you want to group by. So what it's going to do, it is going to group my data based on the salesman's name. So let's see how that one works. When I click there, you can see my first salesman is Barbara Hall, then all the data under Barbara. Then we have Chris, all the data under Chris. Now when you go down, okay, these are all 1, 1. But if there were more than one, let's try that here. Let's not save this. And let's first sort here. For example, if I have more than one Barbara like so, I want to show you that it's gonna group the Barbara and bring it into together. So we say group by column, and there you go. So you can see Barbara Hall. All the data under Barbara Hall is grouped here. Then we have the next salesman, which is sales Chris, then all the data under Chris, and so on. You get the idea. So now when you do that also, it creates a temporary group here on top. You can see, then it says save view. So if you want to save the view, if you want to do away with this view, you just click like so, and say don't save. Now, if you want to access your saved views, you can come here. You can also create a view by group by here, where it gives you options. You can group by the date, salesman, region, or maybe region. You can try region here. So you see all the east, it brings it here, all the west there, and north. So it is quickly a handy feature which helps you to set the data type, to sort your data, to group your data. In short, this is what this table function is doing. If you don't want this, you can come here and say don't save. Then you go back to your original table. Okay. Now, many of those are the features. You can delete the table here. You can insert a column on the right. Yeah, these are other features you can explore. If I right click on a value here, can insert a row, insert a column, can delete a row, can filter. I can even filter by a value. So let's go to Barbara Hall and say filter by Barbara Hall. There you go. You get a nice filter here of Barbara Hall. So it is a quick way of doing it. If you don't want, you select all, like as we have always done, and say, okay. But the best here is if I select a name, I can click and sort by that, filter by the name. So this is a quick way of filtering, okay? But otherwise, if you use the other route, it is quite cumbersome and takes some time. You can add notes, you can add a table drop down, you can even add a drop down, you can even add smart fuse chips. I have a video on that. We have more options here, data validation, conditioning, and so on. Now, maybe let's try something like, if I come to this column here, I right click, I go down, right here I see something called data validation. Then I add a rule, it opens this. They say validation is not supported by type. Okay, that one is not working. So you can see some features are not working. And basically, this is what I wanted to show you about the table function in Google Sheets. I think it is a good addition, which you should try out. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have some functionality like adding the sum here. Well, remember, when you're using Excel, you can also add sums here. I've not seen that feature. If you've seen it, please, you can share with me in the comments below. So give me your comments if you like this feature, if you're going to use it, what you like about it. Give me all those comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. And thank you for subscribing. If you're watching my video and you're not subscribed, please ensure you subscribe so that this video can go out and help more people like you. Have a nice day, and I hereby sign out.